What's going on, guys? Boost Auto here, and today we're going to show you how to install Boost Auto's power folding tow mirrors for 2003 through 2007 Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra trucks. So let's get into it. Boost Auto is proud to present tow mirrors now available with power fold for your 2003 to 2007 Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra. Our Boost Auto wireless module gives you the option to upgrade to power folding capabilities hassle-free even if your truck did not originally come with it. And if you already have power fold, our plug-and-play dongle will install hassle-free and work seamlessly with your mirror controls. Our patented wireless technology integrates seamlessly to your existing mirror controls that allow a clean, hassle-free install. Enjoy great visibility while towing or daily driving alike, even in the harshest weather. Don't let your factory configuration hold you back. Enjoy customizable mirror caps, marker lights, and so many more premium features. So what are you waiting for? Build out your mirrors on our website and put in your order today. As always, to check Fitment availability and to purchase this or any other product for your truck, visit boostauto.com. Here's a list of tools you'll need for your install. Go ahead and gather them at this time, then let's go ahead with the installation. If you option for Boost Auto's plug-and-play option and already had power fold tow mirrors, you'll get your left and right hand tow mirror, as well as the extension harness needed to complete your install. If your tow mirrors came equipped with the running lights, your extension harness will come with 3 wires total, the orange wire being for running light. If you ordered signal-only mirrors, your harness will not have the orange wire. And it's option for some fuse tabs. We'll be sure to walk you through the specifics on both the plug-and-play as well as the wireless module installation throughout the video. Before starting your install, go ahead and lower your front windows. Next, we could go ahead and open the hood and disconnect the battery. We could go ahead and disconnect the negative battery terminal. If you have an auxiliary battery, we could disconnect that at this time too. Starting on the driver's side, we could proceed with removing the door panel. Starting off, we could go ahead and remove the door lock lever. With that out of the way, go ahead and remove the bolt hiding behind it. Under the door handle, we have one more bolt. Go ahead and remove it at this time. With the screw removed, if you have any additional screws or trim clips on the outside edge of the door panel, proceed with removing them now. Right under the door handle, go ahead and remove this trim bezel. Using a trim tool, we could go ahead and pry out this triangular piece. With everything out, now we could go ahead and remove the door panel. Do this by lifting up and pulling it out. With the door panel removed, go ahead and remove the connectors at the window switch. If you have a bulb down at the bottom of the door panel, go ahead and remove it as well. Now with the door panel disconnected, we could go ahead and remove it out of the way. With that out of the way, we could go ahead and start with the mirror removal. Start by removing this foam piece. And then you're gonna have 3 nuts right in here. Remove the 3 nuts while supporting the mirror. With the nuts removed, you may have a plastic piece holding it in. You could depress that in. With that depressed, go ahead and remove the mirror. Now we can install our Boost Auto power folding tow mirrors. Before installing your mirrors, your vehicle will come with the Boost dongle already attached to it. Before routing, you can go ahead and unplug the dongle. Now, if your vehicle originally had power fold mirrors, it will come with this circuit protector. Go ahead and unplug the circuit protector before routing the harness in. Go ahead and route your harness through. With the harness through, go ahead and line up the studs. Go ahead and install your 10mm nuts. With the harness routed through, take your Boost Auto dongle that you unplugged earlier and plug it back in. Like previously stated, if your vehicle originally came equipped with power folding mirrors, you'll have to reconnect the circuit protector. The connectors are slotted so they can only plug in one way. Next, go ahead and tape the circuit protector to the harness. Perform the same steps on the passenger side of the vehicle. With the mirror now mounted, we can continue with running our extended harness. Note, if you did not opt for running light, the orange wire will not come on your mirror. You can go ahead and plug it into the white connector. Next, we could go ahead and remove the door jamb boot to route the harness through. The door jamb boot has a clip on top, so using a flathead screwdriver or tool of choice, go ahead and undo the clip and release it. Remove the top in the same manner. Now with the door jamb boot already removed, we can route the harness through the door panel out through that end. Next, we're gonna fish the harness through the door jamb boot. To do that, we're gonna use a strained out metal piece to go ahead and do that. With the flattened out metal piece now fished through, go ahead and tape your end of the wires to it. Pull the harness all the way through and be sure not to chafe the wires. Then remove the tape. We're gonna go ahead and remove this kick panel to fish in the harness through. To do that, go ahead and pry up this. And then once you have this out enough, you can go ahead and pry out this kick panel. Now with enough free space, we can go ahead and pry this out. Go ahead and fish the harness through into the cabin of the vehicle. Now with that all through, we can now do the same steps on the passenger side of the vehicle. Now we can route the passenger side harness over to the driver's side harness. To do this, go ahead and tape it to a strained out metal piece. Feed it behind the center console. Back on the driver's side, go ahead and pull the harness through. Untape the harness from the strained out metal piece. Go ahead and grab the passenger side and the driver's side gray wires. These wires will be the ground wires. We will be grounding these wires at this nut under the dash on the driver's side right next to your OBD2 connector. Route the wires to the nut and cut them both to length. After cutting the wires, go ahead and strip the wires. Clip the wires to the eyelet terminal. Remove the 10mm nut. Now we're installing the eyelet terminal. Now reinstall the once removed 10mm nut. If you option for our dual function dome and reverse light, you will receive this harness in your kit. This will enable the rear facing spotlight to activate when the vehicle is in reverse, when unlocking using the key fob, and when turning on the dome lights. This is ideal because the light can work as approach lighting when unlocking the truck, but also as a reverse lamp. For more information on this optional feature, please visit boostauto.com or contact our support team. After installing our ground wire, we can go ahead and route the white wire and orange wire from the passenger side and driver's side to the under hood. To do this, we're going to go ahead and cut the excess off these wires. We will start with routing the white wire. Grab the white wire from the driver's side and the passenger side and go ahead and strip the wires. We are using a butt connector here, but you can choose any method of splicing. After you connected these two wires together, go ahead and take the white wire that was just cut and connect it to the other end of the butt connector. We're going to do the same steps, starting with splicing the wire. Now go ahead and crimp it to the other end of the butt connector. Go ahead and heat shrink the butt connector. Now if you option for running light, perform the same steps on the orange wire. To route the orange and white wire from the cabin to the underhood of the vehicle, we're going to go ahead and pass a flanned out metal piece through the firewall of the vehicle from under the hood. Under the steering column, go ahead and pull the metal piece through. However, do not pull it all the way out as we are going to be taping here. Go ahead and tape the orange and white wire to the strand out metal piece. Pull the harness through. We can go ahead and remove the fuse box cover. Cut the orange and white wire to length. We can now strip the ends of the wire. Now we can install the fuse tab. For the running light, we're going to remove the trailer park fuse. The layout of the fuse box is printed on the underside of the fuse box cover. Once removed, take the removed fuse and install it on the bottom side of the fuse tab. Now install the fuse tab. Now for the reverse light, we're going to remove the trailer backup fuse. Install the removed fuse in the lower side of the fuse tab. Now we can install the fuse tab. Go ahead and reinstall the fuse box cover. Reinstall the door jamb boot. If you have purchased our plug-and-play power folding mirrors, your installation is almost over. You can skip this section and go straight to the door panel reassembly. If your truck already came with power folding mirrors, no extra wires or modules are needed. It will plug in directly to your factory switch. If you option for power folding mirrors, but your truck didn't originally come with power folding mirrors, you'll option for Boost Auto's wireless upgrade. For that, your kit will contain the left hand and the right hand power folding tow mirror, as well as the necessary harnesses and the wireless ECU for that. Your driver's side module will have 2 connector locations, while your passenger side will only have a single connector location. If your vehicle did not originally come equipped with power folding tow mirrors, and you option for the wireless upgrade, you'll get 2 harnesses for the driver's side. One will be the power and ground harness, and the other will be going straight to your module. For those installing our Power Fold upgrade, you'll also need to install our wireless modules to enable Power Fold. Go ahead and connect the wire connectors to the corresponding white connectors on the mirror harness. They are keyed, so they can't be installed incorrectly. Bring over the other connector, the one with the quick disconnects. Bring the 2-pin black connector over to the mirror harness and connect the black connector with the blue and yellow wires to the corresponding black connector on the mirror harness. We do not need the orange wire for this application. Just tape them out of the way. For power, we will be tapping at this black connector at pin 14. To get better access to the wire, we're going to pull the connector out of the connector shield. To do this, press down on this tab and slide the connector out. With the arrow on the connector pointing towards the left, once again we're tapping to pin 14, which will be this bottom right pin. We can tap to the wire using the red T-tap in your kit. Once the wire is tapped, grab your red wire with the quick disconnect and go ahead and plug it in. Go ahead and reinstall the connector back into the connector shield. Now we can go ahead and tap the ground wire. For tapping, we're going to tap at the gray wire on the harness that we installed. Using a red T-tap, go ahead and tap the wire. Now we can install the black wire with the red quick disconnect. With the door panel off to the side, let's go ahead and install our wireless ECU power folding module. For this application, we're going to mount it right here. Go ahead and poke a hole using a pick and then secure the module down. Since this is the driver's side, make sure you're using the module with 2 connector slots. We could connect the door module connectors to the actual door module itself. The connectors are different sizes, so they could only go in 1 slot. Back on the passenger side, we could go ahead and install our wireless ECU harness. Just like the driver's side, you'll have 2 connectors. The orange wire, go ahead and tape out of the way. And on this side, we don't have the white connector. Next, we can install the black connector with the blue and yellow wire to the black connector with the blue and yellow wire on the tow mirror harness. Route the harness through, the sound deadening and go ahead and connect it. Next, we could go ahead and tap pin 14 at this black connector for power. We can remove the connector shield by pressing on this tab and sliding it out. Go ahead and tab to the wire using a red T-tab. Now you can grab your red power wire with the red quick disconnect and connect it to the T-tab. Reinstall the connector shield. Now we can install the black wire for ground. For ground, we will be tapping at the gray wire on the harness we installed. Go ahead and tap to the gray wire. Now we can install the black wire with the red quick disconnect. Now we can install the passenger side door module in the same manner as the driver's side door module. Note, the passenger side module will only have one connector. Once you have your wireless ECU assembled, you can go ahead and plug in the door module and reinstall the door panel. Here's a little more about how to use the wireless feature. To begin, start by activating the modules. Do this by selecting the left mirror, then use the left-left, right-right sequence to activate the module. Once you hear 2 fast beeps, the modules are activated. While the modules are active, the mirror glass will not adjust. Once the modules are activated, you may power fold. Tap up to fold the mirrors out, or tap down to fold the mirrors in. You may see the passenger side mirrors start folding slightly after the driver's side due to the module communicating from side to side. To deactivate the modules, you will have 2 options. The first option will be to let the modules time out. If there is no activity for 10 seconds, the modules will automatically deactivate. You can also deactivate the modules manually by using the left-left, right-right sequence on the mirror switch. You will hear 3 fast beeps once the modules are deactivated. Once the modules are deactivated, any left-hand mirror adjustment will be slightly delayed to prevent erratic manual activation. Start by reconnecting the connectors to the door panel. Then reconnect the bulb at the bottom of the door panel. With everything plugged back in, we can reinstall the door panel. Make sure when you're reinstalling the door panel, you took the door module harnesses out of the way. Now with that all through, we can now do the same steps on the passenger side of the vehicle. Go ahead and reconnect the negative terminal to the battery. With everything plugged in, we can test to make sure everything works. Now we can finish reinstalling the door panel. Go ahead and insert your triangle foam piece. Next, we can snap in the triangle piece. Now we can reinstall the plastic piece at the door handle. Reinstall this screw by the door grab. We could reinstall this screw. Now we can reinstall the locking tab. Go ahead and tuck the wires out of the way. Now we can reinstall the kick panel. Now we can repeat the same steps on the passenger side. That wraps up this PowerFold installation. If you like these or are interested in any other of our products, head on over to boostauto.com. That's all for now. Catch you in the next one.